Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Galaxy and Revolt. Our Star Wars, opening with a dab, our, our Star Wars West End Games D6 campaign. Last time, over the last couple episodes, we have met all of our characters. Vytoth, the former Jedi Knight who has left the Order. Ros Lek, the Jedi Padawan of Kaya Kadath. Azuli, a Dathomiri mercenary. And a prototype vulture droid, Val, V4L, who was the secret project of the Techno Union being taken to the artist colony of Kiros. Raz has reprogrammed Val so that she no longer has to destroy the inhabitants of said colony. And when we last left our heroes, the Jedi plus former Jedi plus Dathomiri had landed in the city of Kiros. And Val had just walked out of her crate and into the beautiful landscape of Kiros. We begin in the city. Everyone but Val, you hear blaster fire. Val, you are being shot at.
Cool. I take off.
Okay, perfect. You rise above the ground. You can see Dom Tritor rolls into a clearing, points at his vulture droid leaving, and says, "What are you doing? Stop it!" Roger, Roger. No, what are you? Don't. One of the battle droids, wow, on a giant rotating cannon takes a shot. Wildness. They're battle droids. But just Dom Tritor's head explodes.
Yeah, that adventure sorted.
Done and done.
Yeah.
There we go.
Solved and sorted.
I just had to ridiculous our bad guy to death.
Yeah.
So yeah. Val takes off. Val is
logical.
hovering above, flying. Are you? Where would you like to go, Val?
I am again going to start pinging Roz's communicator and just using it as like an active signal, just until I get closer to it and just feel the signal getting stronger.
Okay.
Just use it to figure out where Roz is.
Okay.
So that's where I was going already.
Perfect. So, Roz, you do hear your little communicator has started to ping.
Oh. Roz will take it out and ping back, I guess.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Does anyone want to do anything while they have landed in the city, while they're in dock, until Val arrives, which should only be a couple minutes, but pardon me.
So we hear blaster fire, and is Val visibly ascending above the cityscape? Area?
So the way it works, the city is actually on a plateau. So Val has lifted herself above the tree line, and you can see her above the city, flying towards it. There seems to be some panic about that.
Right, and as it must be obvious that people are tracking Val's movement, because there's no effort on Val's part to be hidden, right? Just going, or So, people around us, how we are together. Who else is with us? The people who were on the ship. Is it a crowded area? Is it?
It's a crowded area. It's a spaceport. So there are the people who are
Right.
on the ship. There are the Mandalorians and Martha the Hutt, along with various other members of her retinue.
Right.
Did Martha the Hutt have an
Empowered-
L1 M0 transport vehicle?
She did.
Okay.
And
Some kind
how
of
is everyone else responding?
Sedan transport.
The Mandos kind of go on high alert immediately. Blaster rifle, blaster pistols out. You can hear a missile get loaded in the one's jetpack.
Okay, that's actually threatening. I was gonna say, oh, they're gonna shoot at me with hand weapons. That's cute.
So they're ready. The townsfolk are panicking because they don't have weapons. We have no weapons. They're a peaceful artist colony. Like they aren't prepared for this. That thing is a machine of war.
Right.
Can I attend to that?
Sure. What would you like to do?
I would like to, and tell me how best this works with the Force. But instead of kind of mind tricking someone to do something particularly vulgar, like I would like to tell a bunch of people to calmly move to shelter.
Okay, so
This would be a presence versus a dominate effect if we're keeping with the.
or calm emotions in 5e. Let's see.
I want them to get to safety. I just want them to do it orderly and
Sure.
Everyone
presumably
makes a
the-
single file line.
presumably the
Mob
spaceport has the most reinforced structures of an artist colony. So
Yeah. Okay. Give me each of your force checks in succession, please. So
from top to bottom,
yeah,
control sense
alter. So controls rolled normally. Or no, I'm sorry. So they're all rolled at -1.
each time. So control is. I have 7D. It would be 60. Sense would be 5D. Alter would be 4. Like, is it -1, -2, -3, or is it just -1 each time?
Just -1 each time.
Okay. And one of them should be a wild dice or what have you.
Yes.
All right. So for control, 21.
Okay.
Only my wild dice explodes. Is that correct?
Correct.
21 for sense.
Okay.
And 13 for alter.
Okay. So you calm yourself, reach out with the force, and many of the people visibly calm, and that almost has a ripple effect because it's mob mentality. It's everybody's panicking. We all gotta panic. Some people are like calming down. Let's just get to the shelters. Let's get inside. Tornado warning kind of thing, and that has a rippling effect of calming enough people that they all start hustling to safety. The Mandos are unaffected because I assume you're not trying to do much to them.
They're pricks.
Yeah. They can feel that. So
Yeah. Ugh. Also, I would like to tag onto that a little bit. They weren't panicking. Like, they feel this wash of calm and they're like, we know.
well, sure. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Good point. Good point. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna rocket it, I said. It's fucking taking the robes over here.
What kind of? So I'm interested in somehow anticipating or forestalling any hostility these Mandos may direct to Val or any of us. So I guess I'm interested in what I don't necessarily want to manipulate them. I don't know. I guess I'm wondering what I can do.
Well, okay, so you have a couple options. You could attempt to talk to them for sure. You could attempt to mind trick them. They will be much harder than this crowd. You could attempt to physically stop them. You have a lightsaber.
Yeah, I want to avoid violence if I can. At least right now. So I think I'm going to move to them, and I'm going to look hands up, just open rather, and just say to them that I, by reading this this droid's movements, my assessment is that it's not hostile right now. I don't think it's going to be hostile. And I would like to suggest that to them, I guess. Sort of make them. I guess I do want to influence them.
Okay,
but,
so if you,
but in a way that is not, you will not do this, but rather suggests an idea of being a little less head up about it, to take them down a notch or two as far as their degree of alarm, or I don't know.
Okay, so
Can I ask a quick question, Andrew? Is Azuli with Martha's contingency now, or has she come down on the shuttles with us?
That's what I was kind of waiting to ask, because I know that Martha had come down in a separate thing, and I was supposed to meet up with her on the surface. Is that meeting time now, or was I still gonna go and meet?
You
later?
were still with the rest of the crew. If you want to be like, I have no part of this, I'm gonna go hang out with Martha the Hutt, that's up to you.
I was gonna suggest me just start walking over there, since I didn't know when I was gonna be necessarily meeting up with them.
Okay, yeah. So
if Vytoth's gonna get all up in their biz, then I don't want any kind of association with him in case he shows off any Jedi shit, because I know that they're not keen on Jedi.
Well, I'm not Jedi. I'm just a guy,
Yeah, you're just a guy using the Force with a lightsaber. That doesn't read as a Jedi.
I have my lightsaber out. Sit out.
You see robes. Am I wearing the uniform? No.
I'm just
saying.
Not a Jedi. I would legally have to tell you if I were.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't know that they would make much of the distinction.
Yes. I'm just saying, during Order 66, it didn't work for Ahsoka. It's not going to work for you.
Right. No, all I'm saying is, my lightsaber is very non-traditional looking. It's made of like wood and bone and stuff. The handle, so it might just read as something weird and funky.
Okay, so make an effect mind check, which is as before. It's control plus sense plus alter. You make 3 checks, -1 to all of them. And
okay, control sense alter.
Yes.
So 3 checks, -1. But do I add 1 too because of my thing,
of your
or no?
Yes. So flat checks.
So it'd be flat,
Yep.
not a chest. Okay, so all right, and one of them is my whammy die. Okay, so any particular order? Does it matter? Control.
You can roll them however you want. I mean, do control, then sense, then alter. That's easier.
Okay, control is 26.
Okay.
Minus, but I said no. That we've already adjusted that, right? That's already adjusted. So 26. And then sense is 18, and alter.
Everyone was holding so still for a second. I thought I had frozen. because I was the only one moving, and I was just like, oh no. But then I looked down and like all my stuff said was okay, and I was like, and then Timothy said something, and I was like, oh, okay.
Sorry, 27 for altar.
Oh wow.
Very good, Jay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me roll. Something real fast to see what they think about this.
Right. You know, I'm trying to come across as like a hippy dippy artist. I'm in a Togruta artist colony. I fit the bill. I don't have shoes on.
They've fought Jedi before, though. If you do flash hand signs at them, they're going to know.
Yeah, I imagine it was like I was starting to head that way, and I see Vytoth heading that way, and I'm like,
You're like, woo.
They're gonna go from rocket launcher pointing this
Right.
way, rocket launcher pointing
You're
that
like,
way.
oh look, a burrito truck.
Um,
I'll be right back.
The one with the jetpack, who is
Hmm.
the one with the crap. I didn't write down which. I think it's Zega.
Yeah, I didn't write it down because I didn't
Sega?
meet them.
Uh,
Oh, no, yeah.
Zega Genesis.
Zega from Clan Mac
Yeah.
and Vero Guffin.
Yeah, Vera Guffin. It's the Zega Genesis, yes. He is kind of... Oh, no, he's like teal and gray. It's kind of Zega-y. Yeah, he's the one with the jetpack. He has the blaster rifle. He lowers it slightly, but it's still clearly, like, he's not pointing it at anyone, but he also hasn't pointed it down or put it away. It's just kind of level at his chest.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put his shit away. I'm just trying to be like, hey man,
And
just chill a bit. Yeah, yeah.
he says... He kind of cocks his head to the side and says, "How can you read a droid from here?"
Just look,
It's a
my
droid.
grandfather. Yeah. Anyway, I just trust me, man. I mean, this is a peaceful place. This is about art and community. I mean, it's gonna be all right. Trust me.
The Varro kind of points around and he goes, "Yeah, this place might be cool. That's a fucking battle droid. They're armed to the teeth."
Well, sure, they're armed to the teeth. So are you. But we don't have to be hostile, right?
I just like to imagine with how long this is taking me to get here that, like, you point up to it, it's like, it's a battle droid, and, like, Val's just doing loops because she's flying for the first time.
Showing off.
Like, wee.
But
Right.
yes, as this argument has started to break out, Vytoth is clearly exuding this calming presence. It's not... Mandos have like a battle rage aura that's like ignoring it, sort of.
Sure.
Of
course.
And look, it's also not working. They're no longer focusing. They're focusing on you. You, Val, you are overhead. If you want to put on a stunt spectacular for everybody, if you want to land superhero style, 3 claws down.
She's gonna land, but it's gonna be. It's an awkward landing. She hits the ground a little harder and a little faster than you think she intended to. So, like, she does the giant 20-foot tall droid equivalent of just, like, that really awkward, I have to stop myself really quickly run. And
Okay.
she's just gonna, like, walk up to Ros and just
Okay.
start dancing. Just like, I flew, and then I was, like, upside down, and then they were shooting at me. But now I'm here, and...
Hi. Ros was bowing. Yeah, I saw it. It was super duper cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned to the Mandos and I said, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you.
The Mando with the jetpack puts his rangefinder down. Like, I have not seen anything to convince me otherwise. And Vytoth, you know from your time on Mandalore, rangefinder down means missiles about to get fired.
Shit. Okay. All right. Noted. Look, I mean, it's a modified one. I mean, it's an entertainment droid. Didn't you see the loop-de-loops it was making? See, that's part of the bit. It's like counterintuitive, I think is the term. It comes at you looking all tough and hard, but it's a cuddly teddy bear inside. I mean, look at it.
Rangefinder very slowly goes up.
That's how I knew, because I was on board when it came in. I knew it was modified. I knew I couldn't fool you. I mean, come on. Who's going to be able to read a droid's movements, right? Intuitively? No. It's modified. It's an entertainment unit. It's converted.
A booming voice from behind the Mandos. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go Ratakama, Mandos. And they kind of stiffen and like, yeah, we were made to look the fools. And Martha the Hutt inches her way up to you, Vytoth. Do you speak Huttese?
I did take a die in language.
If you
I don't know. I don't have it on my sheet that I know it, but I don't not have it on my sheet.
Yeah, if you have one die in language, you probably speak enough Huttese where you understand what she's saying. You may not be able to respond in Huttese, but Hutts know basic. They just don't speak it because it's a power move. So you can understand what she is saying. Cool. You just can't necessarily converse fluently in Huttese. But it's
great.
Han Solo doesn't speak Huttese, but he knows Huttese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right. And see how well it worked for him.
Yeah, I have your money, Martha.
He did get to step on Jabba's tail, though.
Bothers me so much.
So what did I understand? What did I understand Martha to have said?
So
Guta Vytoth?
She said that these this Togruta made you look silly, Mandos. She comes up to you and she asks, "Are you looking for a job? You're very astute."
I say, thank you. I'm here on holiday. I really just hadn't considered employment, but what sort of positions do you have open?
She says that she's looking for a new major domo. The last one displeased her.
Wow.
And you can hear a distant scream coming from her limo transport.
Oh, just happened. The latte just wasn't hot enough. Okay.
And my frog juice was tepid.
Right. I said no whip on my frog juice.
It was a real misfortune.
Okay, I'm gonna redeem another one of these, except Marty has to do it.
Do it.
Tell me when I do it. Right.
There we go, Marty. Dab on them haters.
I'm gonna say, honorable Lady Hutt. I thank you for the offer, and I will consider it. As I said, I'm on holiday. Are you to be here for a while? And is there a way I may contact you?
She says, yes, she is looking to make this a vacation palace. Sorry. If you want to contact her, her shuttle will be parked here. There are droids on board you can leave word with.
Great. I thank you. Thank you very kindly. And I turn to the Mandos, and I go, I just sort of nod and smile, and I walk back to Kaya. You around?
Yes, I
Are
have.
you still doing? So are you still doing social work, or what's happening?
Once this thing came at me and my apprentice, I took 2 steps back and pulled out both of my lightsabers.
Oh shit! I didn't notice that. Sorry, I was
well,
engrossed in my huttish.
I didn't ignite them when the giant monster bird started dancing around my tiny apprentice, like it was excited to see her, and she excited to see it. So, down is up. I haven't yet relaxed, but this is happening. Val, I presume.
It's the giant spaceship baby.
Yeah, I told you all about her.
I perhaps didn't stress enough on the giant part.
Val's a natural, I think.
Hello. I don't think I've met you before. Val picks up a leg, tries to wave back, realizes she's off balance, puts it back down.
Ooh.
Yes. Pleased to see you. I guess I can stop having people retreat to shelters. I shall step aside with Vytoth. This is the thing?
This is Val.
Hi.
I say pointedly.
Why does it keep doing that?
Val's friendly. Val's making friends. Val is having new first experiences. I may remember 1 or 2 of my first experiences. Beyond the obvious ones and learning and such, but I think Val is experiencing these now.
Val is starting to get distracted and is now looking at everything. Like, what's that? What's that?
It's a lot
Ooh,
to
what's
see.
that? Ooh, so many things.
And
I think Ros will try to name as many as she can.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay.
is Azuli still at the burrito truck, or?
Oh yeah.
Because I'll go get one for myself. I'll go over there and be like, yeah. Sort of. Did I notice you on your way and get sort of cut off by my hippie act?
If you want to have, I wasn't trying to hide it.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, I think that the hut is looking for someone to fill a position. Did you know this?
Yes, I do not know if it is the same position, but yes, I will be in her employment.
Interesting. How's the burrito?
So, quite good.
I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one for Ros too. Kaya?
But I can not stress enough that I cannot be seen with any
Oh, I understand.
of Kaya's type.
Sure. I gotcha. I'm, off the grid, off the books, whatever. You understand.
I'll just kind of laugh at that.
Right.
The majority of the people I sent to shelter, were they also passengers of the venture, or were they citizens?
They were mostly citizens. Passengers of the venture were like, "Yep, saw this coming. There were a bunch of separatists on board. This is weird. Like, now back on the ship. Back on the ship. Vacation's ruined."
Ruined or just got more interesting?
Are we
Now they have a story.
like is our landing pad for our shuttles and such? Is it jutted off of the plateau? Is the plateau itself the landing pad?
No, the whole city is the plateau. Like,
Okay.
So you're actually fairly centrally located.
Okay.
But it is a big open landing pad airport kind of thing, and it doesn't bleed into a city square because that'd be dangerous. But there are walls, and then you can, from above, you could see that there was, kind of a marketplace outside of this. It's
Okay.
I can't even remember which KOTOR game it is, but it's the space pad from Dantooine. It's like this big walled-in kind of open field area, and then around that is the city.
Okay. So I can't get a clear line of sight to any horizon.
Not from here. From above you could, from when you were flying in, but
Yes.
if you sat in the co-pilot seat, which Kaya seems like the kind of lady who just walks into the, to the cockpit.
Okay, then I'm going to back away from whatever this is, and I'm staying away from Azuli, and now Vytoth's getting burritos. And I will certainly let up the effect so that people can start kind of poking their head back out and see that whatever this is fine, I guess. But the direction that Val came from, I would like to, since I won't be able to see it, kind of extend my senses that way.
Mm-hmm.
Searching for a disturbance, like as in crowds being like, "Oh, that's a bunch of battle droids. Oh, wow, that's weird. A bunch of droidicas are coming this way." Right? Anything that assumes that this piece of property that someone for sure thinks they own is coming for it in the direction it went last.
Sure, give me a sense check.
Sure.
Reach out with your feelings. You know it to be true.
Yes, I know. I'm a master. I don't need this shit from you, Luke.
Oh.
Good lord, this fucking farm boy. He's off the phone for like 2 minutes and he's all like, "Oh, actually, I have feelings too." Yeah. When they say don't take weapons into the cave, you hick, you don't take weapons into the cave. Jesus Pieces. No wonder it was a violent outcome. Anyway. Let's see. That's 10, that's 20, that's 29.
Okay. Yes. The answer to your question is yes. Someone is clearly coming for this droid. You can sense panicked citizenry.
Right, they're just artists.
It seems like it's regular battle droids first, but then you can almost, in the background of like their fear, hear that rattling of the rolling droidicas.
I sensed a great bummer in the force. That's Kiro's speak, but you get the idea.
Right.
Yeah, no, I am going to poodoo, I guess. I just look around this square. It's a bunch of Coen Brothers-like situations going on around me, and a very real threat rippling our way. I will take several turns to gather my thoughts.
Okay.
Like in a circle?
Mm-hmm.
Val. Oh,
Hi.
what's up? How you feeling?
I mean, there's all these new people and all these new things, and just like the one with the rocket launcher kind of scares me because I think he was pointing it at me. But other than that, like this is real neat.
He wasn't doing a lot of this motion. And you
I
think
was
that's
getting
threatening.
I was getting shot at though. How far away are they? This thought process is happening out loud.
Sure. So yeah, they are. Look, you move a lot faster than them. They probably got into a troop transport at some point, which can move a little faster, but it still has to go through the jungle, and it's kind of plowing through the forest. So you think they're about a mile away from you in this city?
Probably about a mile away. Real dense forest.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh, no.
The whole thing was out loud, right?
Yes.
So, Ros will say, "Oh, Val, people were shooting at you?"
Yeah, as soon as I walked out of the crate, I don't think they wanted me to do that, but I don't know.
Okay, and they're coming here?
I think so. They sound like they're getting closer.
No, that doesn't sound good.
No,
They'll just start shooting you again.
I don't want that. I'm gonna have to shoot back. Loud.
Maybe we could go somewhere where there's not as many people, like somewhere outside the city.
There's a lot of somewheres outside this city. This planet seems very big.
And there's a lot more things you could look at.
So, where are we
I'll go
going?
with you. Roz will try to clamber on to Val.
Okay.
I'm just imagining Kaya next.
There's a droid army about 1.6 kilometers. A sensible unit of measurement.
0.00008 parsecs.
Roz will just call out, "Master Kaya, are you coming?"
Going where? What are you doing on it? Absolutely not. Come down. What?
We're gonna go outside the city.
They're coming for Val. Couldn't you hear them talking?
Yeah.
Kaya, listen. I think it's a good idea. I think that Val and Roz at least should maybe cut out, and if you want to stay behind and we're gonna play this off or something, or go with them.
What?
Well, they're coming for Val. I mean, what are they gonna? They're gonna change. You know, it's gonna be a bad scene. It'll be really bad.
What's
Roz,
going to do?
right?
Hide behind a tree?
I could. I hid behind a box once.
Why does it keep talking to me?
Yeah.
Because you keep saying
Dan-
words, and I keep having responses. That's how conversations work.
Perfect. Val, did you say that you could see a lot? Is there a forest up there? That's out there? You said you could hide it? See? There you go.
Because I'm tall, but those trees are really tall. It's really neat.
Right. See? It's the kind of perspective you're looking for, I think, Master.
I can see through the force.
Yeah.
I'm to investigate, but I get.
Can't see the forest for the trees.
Very good, Vytoth. Very good. Perhaps as a Toydarian, I could gamble for something and kick off a very elaborate plot.
Well, I mean, we can stay in communication with them and stay behind. And they can go. I think that they have a rapport. Ross? I mean, I don't mean to speak for you. Please tell me what you think, but otherwise, it's going to turn into something ugly and probably very dangerous here. And we have to think about all the people.
Vytoth, she's named every mouse droid she's ever met.
Well, that's probably because they all have names. She probably more asked them what their names were, and she found out. Am I right, Ros?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they all have serial numbers, and that's kind of their names.
If eyeballs could shoot fire, Vytoth,
Yes.
you would be a
Well,
cinder.
then we'd probably. Oh. Wow. I can take it. Suck it to me. Okay. Well, I mean, do you have? What's your idea?
My idea was to investigate the Techno Union's presence on Kyros.
Well,
Yeah,
this
that's
might
Feel their.
this might be a way into that.
I think this is
I think
it.
this is.
See? There you go. So, in the interests of public safety, I think maybe, neutralizing any potential conflict is probably first priority.
This will have initiated the conflict. This is now the conflict.
What
there
conflict?
are destroyers on their way right now. That will be a
Not if
great
but
conflict.
they can't get to their target. They're after Val. If Val's not here, or if they can't get to Val, there won't be a conflict.
Vytoth, I cannot command you.
I know.
It is a source of great frustration to me in this very moment.
Sorry.
Are you?
Protect my Padawan and take that thing away from here as I try to figure out some way to recover our cover.
Okay.
There's a lad.
I'll pose as your Padawan. Did they get a good look at Ros? Did they know who it was? I know the routine. If they're tracking a Jedi with a Padawan, I'll be the Padawan.
No,
That
she's
way
going
Ros
to
can
fly
harass us.
off on a
Well,
machine.
she is, literally, but if someone's covering you, if you're
It
worried
is-
about recovering a cover.
Designed to intimidate. I need someone to be with my Padawan, and I am not getting on that thing. There are no handholds. I am an old
Azuli can
woman.
come.
That's a great idea.
We are not supposed to know, Azuli. We're not supposed to know it.
Well, that's great. That'll only
Echoing
that
across
will
the courtyard.
only that will only
Azuli, I'm here.
only reinforce the cover.
Certain, I see my taxi.
I will continue to eat my burrito.
It's really
Roz
good.
is calling out to you. Azuli!
I haven't seen her since I got here. Where is she?
He's over there.
Okay, starts walking that direction.
Clang, clang, clang.
Just burning on the back of your head, Azuli, from the Mandos. Yeah, you don't think it's a flamethrower, but like you can just feel the heat.
They are blowing up my spot. I thought the plan was to be seen but not together.
Be cool. You had one job, and it was to be
I didn't say anything.
cool.
I didn't say anything. We're burrito buddies. That's it. Plausible
Tom?
association, right in front of everybody. Yes.
Take
You're
my-
cranky. I can
take-
get you a burrito too.
Take my Padawan and that thing into the forest.
All right.
Bury it under some sticks and leaves,
Huh?
and stay there until I call for you.
Those are gonna need to be some real
Well,
big
huh?
leaves, but there are some.
Yeah. That's a point though. Val, is it possible for me to as well come along, or is that not a? Yeah. All right. Well, I will come
yeah,
along if
but-
it's amenable to you.
I'm gonna have to go real
Huh.
slow.
For sure.
Okay.
Someone
Would you
didn't
be able to
lock
go a
out.
lot faster if it was just if it was just Ros?
No.
Oh, okay. So no difference in
No
speed.
difference.
Can I help you somehow with the force? Is that possible?
I mean, you have a better chance of hanging on than most people if you have the weird thing, but
And Val's not going to go slow necessarily, but she's not going to be able to go, one, into space, obviously.
That's fast.
And two, top speed. But she'll still move the speed of a land speeder. It's not going to be, will be faster than running through the city. But yes.
And above.
Yeah, and above.
With no
but
obstacles.
For sure, for safety reasons, Val is 100% right. She can't go top speed.
the thing that is slowing her down is not the fact that she has additional weight on her. It's that she's not built for passengers, so you're going to have to literally hang on.
Yes.
Yeah. That's fine. I think that we can both do that. Well, Ros can fit in the spot, right? There's a sweet spot inside. Do we establish that?
That would be uncomfortable for a long period of time. She could, though.
No. How far is the journey?
Oh, it won't be that long. Couple miles, or a couple kilometers. Sorry.
So
Sensible unit of measurement.
It is Star Warsy to do kilometers and meters and stuff like that. I should get used to that.
Right. Okay. Well, if that's amenable, I'll come along. And we'll stay in touch.
Yep.
Are you all right, Kaya? Kaya, talk to me, Kaya.
I think alright might be a strong word for them right now.
Vytoth, I have a terrible mess to clean up.
What?
I'm
willing to stay and help.
Terrible mess to clean up. No, I don't.
All right.
I don't believe
I'll go with Ros. It'll be great. It's all right. That's fine. Ros, I got you a burrito. So it's here if you want. Yeah, it's really good. Anyway, let's go then. Fine. And I'm just going to sort of nod at Azuli across the way nonchalantly. The burrito aficionado look, like as before we go. I'm dead.
I truly wish you'd stop calling attention to our mole.
I didn't say anything. I just want a look. Come on.
Vytoth, do you believe you're invisible?
The Force?
Do all of you believe you're invisible?
Yes!
My God, the least invisible thing here thinks it's invisible.
Well, as soon as I start, flying around in space, I'm real hard to see. It's just, it's close up, you're right there. You're real small.
Alright, well, let's go to the forest.
Kaya's just like, okay, I have 3 problems right now. Vytoth, you are one of them. Ros is the other. Get on the giant space bird, which is the 3rd one, and all of you fly away for a bit.
So I can deal with destroyers.
Okay.
Willing to stay behind and help.
So Ros and Vytoth get on Val, start to head into the depths of the forest, away from where Val was originally sighted and landed. Azuli, would you like to join them? Dust your hands of this whole situation and say, I didn't sign up for this. I'm going to play a separate adventure with these 2 Mandos.
No one would blame you, Azuli.
Fuck off.
Not a jury in the world.
This is going well.
Do I still feel those Mandos laser staring down?
They're not happy that you one, you lied to one of them. You said you didn't know about the Jedi, and the Jedi clearly know about you.
No, I said that I had seen Jedi on the ship.
Okay.
I watched the last episode.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. They're still not happy about it.
I said that I had noticed that there were Jedi on the ship, but I had not associated them with with them, at least to my knowledge.
Do you believe you're invisible?
Just because.
Okay, that's some high class horseshittery right there, and
But just because some little girl on a giant spaceship is calling my name and has been associating with a Jedi does not mean that I knew that she was associating with
A
the
little
Jedi.
girl on the giant spaceship who also recognized your name and was starting to look for you and
Yeah.
walking towards you because guess who stands out in a crowd?
But the only time that people on the spaceship saw me with Roz was when she was by the buffet and not with any. I didn't technically see her with Kaya
okay,
on the
sorry.
ship.
I understand the web of lies you have tried to. Do you think that this Mandalorian will go, well, hold on, bud, let's talk this out. Obviously, she just knows the little one. That one doesn't dress like a Jedi. Like, no. Like, they're mad.
Hold on, Sega. Have you considered the spring rolls? I don't think you have. That's you assuming again, Sega. It's your worst feature.
Not here, not now.
This is now my favorite dynamic.
Canonically, they are married, by the way. But
Oh,
Perfect.
good for them.
and by
They
canonically,
are,
I mean
the MacGuffins.
yeah, they're the MacGuffins. Yes, I mean, by canonically, I mean I made them up, so I can say they're married.
Yeah.
But they are married.
Excellent.
I guess I'll just turn to them and be like, what can you do?
That's so Azuli.
I guess since
It's not. They're not saying they won't work with you, but they are. You put them on the back foot a little bit.
That's the second time today. Right? That's what they're chapping. They've
Yeah.
been won over on twice in a day.
yeah, I guess I'll go over to fucking Mando 1 and Mando 2 and try and bullshit my way into
Well, don't call them
my
that. They won't
spot
like
not
that.
being blown up.
They won't like that. Yeah. No. At this point, guns have been holstered, rangefinders up. The blaster pistol guy is kind of adjusting his gauntlet. That's Varro. Let me write down so I don't. Here. Pistols.
Which one's which?
No jetpack. Jetpack. Rifle. Okay. Okay. So yeah.
What was that bullshit, am I right?
The little one seemed awfully friendly.
Yes, I believe I met her on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
She was hanging around the buffet. She seemed quite keen on egg rolls.
First of all, they were spring rolls.
Zega Mape. Your blood pressure. There's a difference, Barrow.
Words matter. We're just gonna pretend like they don't. We live in a society.
New adventure, it's just these two.
I'm here. I'm for it. 500 episodes. Let's go.
We're the NPCs in their adventure.
Hell yes.
Gladly.
You can basically hear Zega's teeth grinding under his helmet. Vero does put his hand on his shoulder like, seriously. But Zega says, so, you still looking for work, or are you associating with Jedi?
Do you see me standing here, or do you see me standing with Jedi?
Good. they say, well, this disturbance has put a delay on things. We're gonna go get Martha's hover sled ready. If you'd like to join us, we'll be leaving in 2 cycles.
Okay. I will be here.
Okay. Okay. So Ros, Vytoth, Val fly into the distance. The Mandos get back onto their ship. Azuli and Kaya, the landing pad has started to repopulate. So if you did want to talk in any way, you could kind of blend into the crowd and try and converse. But what would you two like to do while the others go and hide?
What do I know about Kiros? What kind of civilian authority do they? I know they have no military, right?
No military, no.
Do they have a civic force in any way, shape, or form?
No.
They have one angry dude with a couple sticks.
Are they full sticks?
There's a community.
The advertising
There's a community
out in
theater.
Yeah, no, they're... I'm trying to remember. They're in an episode of Clone Wars. No, nothing.
Is there a mayor?
There is a mayor, or a governor.
Okay.
There's a governor.
We're not really into titles, man. I'm sure is his official title.
Yeah. They are... Oh, wow, it's even less people than I thought. I think I said 500,000. It's only 50,000.
Okay.
No, there is a governor. It's essentially... They're all Togruta colonists. This planet was previously uninhabited by humanoids before the Togruta landed. And they're not like imperialists or anything. And I use that lowercase I, not capital I, in the Star Wars universe. Like they're not trying to. They built a city and they kind of live with nature and art kind of thing. So no, they don't believe in even the notion of having violence, and laws are threats. So.
Laws are threats as delivered by an occupying army.
Yeah.
Police are basically an occupying army. Understood. Well, shit, then I suppose there's only me. And Martha. I would like to walk up to Martha, please.
Okay. She is slid up to a food stand and is just tasty fingers all over all of their various little frog creatures.
Yes, of course.
You think actually in retrospect as you're approaching, you think this is a pet stand? She's just...
Makes a lot of sense. 100%. They come in so many flavors. I would like to go and glare meaningfully at Martha.
Layama Bestel. What can I do?
I'm going to skip right to the basic, but presume I'm saying it in Huttese
Sure.
because that's the most respectful way of doing it. The proud and unequaled Martha Duhat. Hey, no poodoo. Do you have a stance on the whole separatist thing?
She said, and I'm not going to try and do fake Huttese. She says she is a loyal citizen of the Republic. She definitely pays her taxes.
That wasn't the question. I'm not concerned right now with independent systems. What I'm concerned about is potential allies against the fact that the Techno Union is here, and I do believe that they have brought a weapon to this planet. If you are truly here seeking real estate, then that might concern you. If you are here as part of their plan, then I can move on.
She says she takes no side in this budding conflict. Taking a side is bad for business.
Of course.
If you need help, she is happy to provide help for the proper cost, just as she would provide help to the separatists for the proper cost. She is truly neutral.
Okay, sometimes that's just to be an excuse to be a dick, Carl. Anyway, so we understand each other. There is...
Yeah, she nods.
There is a troop of battle droids, including destroyers, on their way to this very space station. They are here coming to seek property that it's a weaponized baby just designed to look intimidating. It's just do you have a Huttese word for that? Anyway,
Tuntata.
Right. I knew it.
A long history of weaponizing infants.
It's a beautiful language.
Right. Like, literally, it's translated to bladed rock that babies eat. But, like, if you... in context. Give me... if my gambit does not work, please give me first bid.
She says, I like you, Master Jedi. And Master Jedi is not in Huttese.
No, of course not. I would just kind of nod, act as if Azuli's in my way in some way. Maybe I can spin it. And I will go to whatever gate, like whatever, main street that this army is marching towards. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to that gate and stand there.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Azuli, what would you like to do?
I guess try and discreetly talk to Kaya.
Okay. So you kind of sidle up over there, up to like a stall nearby, and start to talk to her. Well, go ahead. She's not an NPC. You can do whatever you want.
So I am going to be in Martha's employ for a while.
For all intents and purposes, that will be the appearance, hopefully. And you can collect any actual money, just as long as it doesn't cross me.
As per our agreement.
Okay. I am intending to face down a droid army, though, so if that starts to go south, I might need you sooner than that.
Maybe everything will work out, and Martha will ask me to do that also. So, what little Jedi tried to do in exposing me will not come to pass so quickly.
She just has a bottomless good heart. I don't think she understands subterfuge or deceit in any way. It's a real Marlington Q elf situation.
The classic Star Wars trope.
Yes. I believe she was just genuinely excited to see you again. You've seen
like 5 minutes.
You've seen the obsidian colossus that she was riding on previously?
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think it would come here
Mm.
or cause problems for all of us.
Hmm. Yes, good, because that could have been brought up in our strategy meeting, I felt. Also, when you said giant, I don't
giant
think
space baby.
I guess I presumed we were talking pejoratively, like just kind of like, oh, it's a big space baby.
Giant spaceship and baby. What two of those things are giant? I don't understand why you thought it was small.
I glare meaningfully at Azuli. More a side eye, really, but it's
You think that baby makes those two other things small? I do not.
I would say baby is a diminutive, yes.
Are baby rancor, not giant baby?
If you're going to be making up animals, I listen. The important thing, I am going to attempt to wield politics, where only one thing has enough of a heart to register with the Force. So, I'm kind of focused down here right now. But what was your read on the giant space baby?
That it is like baby, and Ros is like it's. I don't want to say mother because that seems to make her uncomfortable, but something like that.
It's not more terrifying that it's a weaponized space baby. 20-foot tall weaponized baby. It has the moral judgments of a baby, so it.
But you say that your Ros has good intentions, and it seems to be being molded by these good intentions.
It may literally be the death of me, but yes. I stand by that.
So I do not think you have much to worry about if she is the one doing the modeling of clay. Besides, the obviousness of a giant space baby literally exposing all of us.
Right, in the hands of someone with bottomless trust, too. If it's just kind of like, must annihilate, she'll just kind of be like, there's a girl. Really? Yeah, okay, just, nothing could go wrong there. We don't see. Okay, good. Sorry, Azuli, I don't mean to be short. I may be facing down my inevitable death. So just a lot on the mind.
Maybe not. Day is still young.
Is the day still young? Okay.
Okay. Val, as you are flying into the forest, you can see approaching the city is another spaceship. And it is heading towards the landing pad. It's a long, thin spaceship with a kind of orbular cockpit at the end.
Oh!
And a big, saily thing at the front.
Oh, fun. Welcome to Kayakadoth's No Good, Very Bad Day.
Might not be as bad as you think.
I'm hiding. Nobody
Good
can
luck
see.
with that. We're very subtle around here.
And you head off into the woods. Kaya, you can hear the spaceship above you, and a couple people kind of look up, like, that's weird, because it doesn't land in the landing zone. It kind of gets close to the city, and a couple things happen. You can hear the marching of battle droids. However, they get close, and then they seem to stop.
Like, do I have a line of sight on them, or just?
Yeah, if you kind of reposition yourself to stare at the city gate, you can see a bunch of pedestrians scatter.
Mm-hmm.
There is a line of battle droids, along with Dom Tritor behind them, kind of. Mm-hmm. And descending from the spaceship is a cool blue-skinned woman with dark blue hair and pupilless red eyes. She's wearing sort of an imperial collared gray tunic with epaulets, and she's got a couple like military bands across black pants and kind of tall bad guy boots. Marty might recognize this as a Chiss. Kaya probably would not recognize them as a Chiss.
Okay. No, I was thinking, what's the gunslinger's name?
Cadbane Adoros. Not Adoros.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Chiss.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking Durlin, and that's the wrong universe. Okay. Okay. What's the book broadly on Chiss?
Okay,
just I can identify the race.
No.
And
Kaya can't. Marty
can. Sorry. You said it the other way around.
Yes, sorry.
I apologize.
Sorry, yes.
No.
Yeah, at this point, this is the only known Chiss in the galaxy. They're technically from sort of outside the Star Wars galaxy. They're from the Outer Rim. Or the unknown regions. I don't know why people don't go to the unknown regions. You can make them known.
They're unknown. Don't ruin the unknown regions. We already have such a good name for it. If they're the known regions, we have to rename them.
That is a much worse name.
I roll to know the regions.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. It's a bunch of D6s.
Okay, all right. Thanks. Okay.
She seems to be giving Dom Tritor orders. He seems to argue before losing this argument, and he peels the battle droids away.
Like they just about face and fuck off back where they came from, or what?
More like they seem to be going to a new location. Like maybe they've repositioned where their asset is.
Since they're not moving, where did my apprentices go?
So they went, let's just say south.
Right.
The battle droids came at you from the north. They have now decided to go east, and then they do seem to turn south.
Yep. Okay.
Fun times.
Has this woman, and like, is her ship just hovering above, or did she land in a street, or is she hovering above and she kind of
She was hovering above, and she kind of like, rode like a vibro rope down or something. I don't know, synth rope.
Okay.
But now she is just looking at you quizzically.
I will advance.
Okay, perfect. Azuli, what would you like to do? And then we're going to cut to the forest.
You're going to wipe to.
Wipe to, sorry. Thank you.
I will hang back at a distance where I can still maybe possibly hear, but not be kind of associated.
Okay.
If possible.
So the camera pans to Kaya walking. Kaya's walking towards the camera, and as she passes the camera, wipe. To the forest. You all are flying over the forest. Where would you like to... Do you just want to keep going? Do you want to land somewhere and try and hide? What do you want to do?
I think getting some
I would leave it up
distance.
to the driver.
I mean, Val's just gonna go
Okay.
till someone tells her to
I
stop.
agree. I think
Yeah.
I think if we get some distance, Roz, and then hide, that might be best. Unless we see an obvious hiding spot before getting too far, that is like maybe great.
I mean, there are certainly hiding spots. There's caves and such around. You certainly.
Ooh, cave might be good.
Could.
Cave might block any tracking stuff. Are there?
If we find...
Do you have any means to sort of scan? Do you have any in your tech? Val, to like...
Yes.
I like that response. You really enjoy the fact that you can do it. It makes me happy. Yeah, maybe if we try and find a good cave, someplace underground, if you can detect that with any sort of, what do they use? Lasers.
Holding.
Freaking lasers.
Lasers. A laser sword.
Okay. So yeah, Val has a bunch of equipment on her to this is basically what she was built for, to search and to scan.
Right.
So yeah, there is a cave system a couple kilometers outside of town.
A cave system.
And it's really big and connects to a bunch of other caves. Like, it's really intricate and complicated.
This sounds great. If we can get in there, I recommend that. But I want to. Can I send a message to Kaya, letting her know what we're doing?
Sure. What is that?
Is that sense and control? Get how these combine.
Projective. It is
like
control and sense. Yes.
Okay, so 21 control and 23 cents.
Okay, yeah. So you can easily send a message to Kaya.
Great. Mistress Kaya, we've located a cave system. We're going to enter and hide ourselves. And I'm going to sort of send a visual where we are. Psychic ping. I don't know if there's any sort of psionic GPS. Or I can sort of poing for you, at least, where you know where we're going in, or at least the area. And do I have any sort of experience, Andy, with like if such abilities are impeded by things like being underground or surrounded by granite, or the way a radio signal would be impeded, perhaps, or is the force different?
The answer to that. So I'm gonna get. I'll give you the quick answer and then the slightly more metaphysical answer. It's mostly affected by distance. So the further away you go, the harder it is. It's also affected by the recipient's willingness. If they are open to this kind of thing, which Kaya is, you have a rapport with her, it is an easier thing. The granite, would it be impeded by a literal physical impediment? That is much more a internal problem. It's
if I think, I'll never do this,
I can't do it, then you won't do it.
Right.
It's do or do not. There is no try.
Right. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you for both sides of that answer. Worked for me. So great. So let's explore. Let's go spelunking.
Okay. Val turns on some headlights, basically.
Oh no, she just has night vision. It's going to be very dark for the other two.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure you have Sun rods. That's in D&D. I can't remember. They're
Do you have
Yes.
lightsabers?
well, you have
We have
lightsabers.
lightsabers.
You do have lightsabers.
We'll cut through the darkness.
Womp womp.
My lightsaber is basically a flashlight.
Yeah, you
It
could.
would probably have one on it, since I think we said it was a multi-tool
Yeah.
at some point in the
Yeah.
last couple episodes.
Click. A big,
Yep.
big
Great.
beam of light extends past your lightsaber, and you have a nice, powerful, like LED style flashlight.
Great.
Though for some reason, I was just picturing, those giant not old fashioned, but like mechanic lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
Cage for some reason. You can hang on things.
Because old ones were
I
halogen
like- I
lights,
love
and
those.
halogen lights give off more heat than light.
They also break
Yes.
if you bang into them.
Touch it.
Uh,
Just touch it. It looks so nice.
Val,
Mm.
when we fly, can we just keep a? Can you sense for things like other creatures like Ros and I, and I don't know, things like maybe a water source? If there's any water under here.
So I'm going to go ahead and roll a search real quick with all of my sensors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a 49. What's the local area like?
Okay. So, in the cave, you can hear, this like kind of bat-like screeching that is typically associated with Minox.
Ooh, I don't like this
yeah.
cave.
Not good for Val. Mostly harmless to Ros and Vytoth. They'll attack you, but they like to suck on power cables.
Oh,
So dangerous to Val. And very deep in the cave, you can hear this guttural sound. It sounds like something sleeping, but some big predator lives in this cave.
I want to go in this cave.
okay,
You don't want to?
No.
okay.
Then let me do something. Roz will go into Val's programming and look for any sort of like tracking program or like sort of GPS type of thing.
Okay, sure. Yeah, give me a program check. I can't remember the exact word if it is program, but either
Computer program
yeah,
repair?
computer program
Or-
repair. Okay, computer program or droid repair, either one. Whichever one's better for you.
Oh, well, they're both the same thing.
Okay.
Good. What happens when you roll one?
So if you roll a 1 on your wild die, then
Yeah.
there's a complication. But if you roll 1s otherwise,
Oh.
it doesn't do anything. I mean, they're
There
just
was
bad.
a complication.
Okay, complication, perfect.
No, my brain.
It's 8 total.
8 total? Okay. So, so one of the things you notice is the idiots at the Techno Union never put a restraining bolt on Val. Like, this could have all been solved with a restraining bolt, and they did not do that.
Nope.
So that's the first thing you notice, and you're looking for tracking programming. You can find there is a tracking program in here. Disabling it would be very difficult, and with that one, you think you might have just sent like a ping out for it.
Oops.
Within 8, it's going to be difficult to disable. You found it, so it's one of those things where I will also say, over time, 100% Ros can disable this programming. If you were back on the spaceship and there was no distractions, no time crunch, it'd be done in a couple hours. But trying to do it quickly, you're like, I can't do it in the next 5 minutes, kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So, we'll slowly close that panel and be like, never mind, let's go.
Okay. Val?
What were you looking for?
I was trying to disable the probable tracker they have on you, so they won't find us.
Val is gonna then turn her sensor suite on herself.
Okay.
And see if she's sending out any signals that she doesn't know about.
That's an interesting question. Yes. The answer is yes.
Cool. Where exactly are they coming from?
You do have like a couple antenna on you. It's coming from one of them.
And your power cables are registering as a delicious snack.
Yum, 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 yum.
Well, that's why we're standing at the distance outside of the cave.
Smart.
So Val's just gonna kind of stand there. A buzz droid's gonna fall out onto the ground, clamber up on her, and buzzsaw that antenna off.
Okay.
That signal
you're
stop.
gonna be hardcore.
Does the signal stop? Yes. You don't know if it had any other effect on you, but the signal has seemed to stop.
Are you all right, Val?
I wasn't sending that.
Okay.
And Buzz Droid's gonna crawl back into his little home. And Val's gonna say, we should find a different cave. Because this one has the scary energy things in it. I like my cable.
Well, I like your cables too. Do you want to look around? Is there a better cave? Now that we're taking a second, we're not flying and looking. Maybe just set.
Do you want me to roll another search to see if I can find another cave?
Yes. Roll -1 die, though.
$49.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh no, now instead of 14d6, I'm rolling 13.
So... Droids are weird. Okay. So, yes, you can find another cave. It takes you a couple. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. It takes you a couple kind of you find another cave with Minox, and then you find one infested with womp rats, and they're just kind of giant rats. Luke says they're like 9 feet long. But you eventually find a cave that for the most part, it seems to have like some kind of small creatures living in it, but it'll still mostly fit Val with no problems. I mean, deeper in the cave, you might have some problems, but you think this is a good place to hide.
Great. I'm going to update the message to Kaya then with the new location. So you want that roll situation?
No, if you're kind of piggybacking on the one from before, that
Okay.
should be good. Yeah.
Great. All right. Yeah, just an update. Last cave undesirable. Cable chewers. We've also disabled a tracking device, apparently.
Okay.
How are you?
Cut to Kaya tied to a chair.
Where did you get the burrito from?
Kayak off. Terrible, no good, very bad day.
Okay. Kaya, the woman is approaching you.
How convenient I am approaching her.
Okay, perfect. She nods at you.
Power move.
I am nodded at.
And she says, a Jedi. It is a great pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
And an honor to make yours.
She says, of course, how rude of me. I am Severance Tan. Master Kadath.
Okay. Power move. Got it. Severance Tan?
Yes.
Okay.
There's an apostrophe in there somewhere, and I'll let you guess where.
Alright.
Between the V and the R is my guess.
Between the V and the R is correct.
Yep.
Ding ding.
Very good.
Hot second of how do kiss names work again?
Now I am singing it to the tune of Dead Can Dance Severance, by the way, in my head. Look it up, nerds. It's a pretty good song. All right. Well, this is not my first space rodeo, so I try not to portray too much that, like, oh, cool, we know my name, I guess. Well, Miss Tan, you seem to have some amount of influence over the Techno Union.
She says, yes, they are most interesting, most amenable to reason. I told them to, obviously, what are they doing? Attacking the show of force in the city? That is totally unreasonable. It only serves to bring shame to their purpose.
Guess I was prepared to tell them the same. A civilian artist colony. What purpose would there be in that?
We are so alike, you and I.
Yes. So, like, convenient that you would come in on a solar sailor at the last minute to do my held action.
Oh, did I show you up?
No, I wouldn't put it that way. I might feel it, but I wouldn't put it that way.
She says, yes, your hate makes you powerful. She says nothing of the sort. She does say, I hold some sway with the Techno Union. I thought best not get the Jedi involved. It can raise some people's ire.
I see.
You know,
she's not wearing any insignia of any kind. Any kind of a.
Can I?
Is she presenting a uniform? Like, what's her deal?
She's wearing some kind of military esque. She's got epaulets. She has like those weird little, Star Wars bips and blops on her chest.
Yeah, but shoulder pads were big in the 80s. Yeah. Is it a fashion choice or is it like?
Can I get a give me a quick search check. Just kind
A
of
game recognized game
yeah,
check?
you're just a quick looking up and down.
Okay.
A blips and blop check.
Yeah, that's the same as any kind of relative perception. So, all right. All right, so that's 10, 11, plus 1, 12.
12? Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, the uniform means nothing. It's not even like it doesn't match down tree tours. It's not techno union-y. The blips and the blops don't mean the same thing. Something you do.
I don't recognize her race at all.
No. Mm-hmm. I mean, you might think, the Star Wars galaxy is so huge. It's
right.
not. Ros is the first Gulpin you've ever met. Like,
right.
Master Yoda and Master Yaddle, like, there's two of them.
Right.
So it's not unusual to meet.
Yeah, she's a blue-skinned, red-eyed, bipedal hominid.
Yeah.
She's perfectly normal.
Yeah. So the uniform means nothing to you necessarily. However, something does catch your eye on her belt. It appears like she's trying to hide it, but she clearly has a lightsaber on her belt. And she's it's almost in a way where, like, because you didn't score, like, crazy high on your search check, you almost think it's, like, it's hidden obviously. Like, she wants you to think she took some effort to hide it, but that's intentional.
Sure. What's the point of a concealed carry license if everybody doesn't know you've got it?
Yeah.
Got it. Well, I smile genteelly as a attack.
Critical hit.
Well, I am so glad that our viewpoints align, Miss Tan. Oh, you didn't come here on the venture, I gather. Just in the neighborhood?
I work nearby, yes. Well, let's just come out and say it. I am what you would call a separatist. Yes. I know you loyally serve the Republic, but perhaps there is an alignment in our causes. I do not want open war. I'm sure you don't. Some pencil pushers like Dom Tritor think they can make a name for themselves doing this brazen conflict, and that is not what is right for the galaxy. I think there was a Jedi Master named Qui-Gon Jinn.
Don't you do it.
That
Of course he's going to. You gift wrapped that knife for him.
Jedi Master named Qui-Gon Jinn, who I think had some interesting things to say about, how you say, the living force and our place in the galaxy, and I don't think he would stand for this. The decadence of the Republic. The corruption of the courts. The courts. I've become Southern.
Enter the bureaucrats. Well, Master Jin had many wide opinions. However, I do believe that he saw himself a peacekeeper as I do, and I am glad that we see eye to eye on that at least. That you dispersed a militarized force outside of the civilian population in the city to do some other task. is only so heartening, but I am a peacekeeper, as all Jedi are. And I cannot help but look back down at her lightsaber. And so long as there is peace, there is nothing for me to keep.
She nods and she says, yes, a wise sentiment. But it seems more and more there are others of your order who see themselves as, how you say, cowboys. Distributing frontier justice. But is that not what your republic has these wonderful courts for? Yes.
Well, I don't know the last time you were in the Corps, or the Jedi in particular you might be speaking of. But of course, if you have a grievance, you may file it with the Galactic Senate. Of course.
I'm sure it will be handled.
Of course, that would not be your preferred method.
Promptly.
But well.
No, I think not. But then again, maybe this Count Dooku fellow, maybe he doesn't have the right idea either. Who can say? Only time will tell.
Who can say, indeed. Well, I happen to have the acquaintance of one Count Dooku, so should you see him, I would be interested to hear more of his point of view. But of course, my mission brings me here on a different purpose, so I shan't keep you.
Of course. And I shan't take up any more of your time. It has been a pleasure to meet a Jedi Master.
The pleasure is mine. I have the honor to be your honorable servant. I will passively, aggressively smile until she moves.
Yeah, she snap turns on a heel and walks back towards her solar sailor. Tongue twister. Gets back on her synth rope, pulls herself back up. Kind of away. And does seem to kind of go off into the distance and back up into the atmosphere and out into space.
Oh, okay. I will heel turn myself and head back into the spaceport.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, Azuli. What were you doing during that whole thing?
Trying to listen as much as I could and just kind of going, Jedi bullshit.
Okay. Helpful.
A lot of Jedi bullshit and some more Jedi bullshit. Okay.
Chicanerous and rude.
Deceitful and deplorable.
A lot of people trying to do a fight with words and smiles. I don't understand it.
Yeah, should have just taken out lightsabers and slashed each other up.
Back home it is easy. We just punch each other in the face and whoever's still standing at the end of the day wins argument.
That's what we were doing.
And then we talk about the art.
Did that not come across?
Okay.
Never met so passive a smiler since myself in the mirror. She's quite good.
Okay, perfect. With Kaya and Azuli back in the city, and Val, Ros, and Vytoth safely in a cave, that's where we will end this episode. Outros and plugs. Timothy.
Hi, I'm Timothy. Thanks for tuning in if you're tuning in. Thanks for not tuning in if you're not tuning in. Just thanks for being you, whatever you're doing. I hope what you're doing is voting tomorrow, if you haven't already. I hope that you're understanding that Black Lives Matter, Black trans lives matter, voting rights matter, immigrant rights matter, healthcare matters, COVID-19 matters, wearing a mask matters, taking care of each other matters. It's all connected. I have been a renegade sassy Togruta, and I love you all. Thanks for watching.
Perfect. Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. Yeah. I'll just ditto everything Timothy said and just reiterate, please go vote. And please wear a mask while you're voting.
CC.
Hi, I'm CC, aka Soup, aka Soupsca on Twitter and Instagram. And I will mirror what they said. Go and vote. Vote with a mask on. It's a cool thing to do.
Perfect. Jay.
Obviously, the same sentiments everyone else said. Vote, wear a mask, Black Lives Matter, trans rights, and it's scary right now. And it's probably going to stay scary for a while. So, do what you can to stay safe. Take care of each other.
And Marty.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, we're not there yet, and it's going to be a few more miles to go. By the time you're probably even seeing this, if you're not watching it live, well, one way or the other, the story has advanced, and it's either aging poorly or well. A couple facts in case you see this soon. States do not declare elections for weeks after the fact. It's the media that declares elections the night of. So, and it's based on protection. So do not let, for instance, sitting high court representatives tell you things like the states want to call elections the night of. No state in history has ever done that, except for maybe a Rhode Island once. So yeah, don't believe the first story you hear. Just kind of wait, and let's all hope that we still hold on to the Republic at the end of this. And then, with any luck, the work begins. Either the resistance or the work, or the resistance is the work. We'll find out. But yeah, be kind. Treat other people as people. Everybody has the same rich inner life you do, and that shouldn't be news. So please respect that about everybody around you. Love each other, and like and subscribe. Feel like I could have segued better. What do you guys think?
I think you nailed it.
All right,
Yep,
cool.
perfect.
Yeah, nailed it.
All right. One take Marty, they call me.
They're not paying you for two.
That's right. That's right.
Wait, he gets paid?
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm not paying him for one either. So let me rephrase that. Yes, I'd like to echo what everyone has said. If you have not voted, yes, unless you are watching this live, or tomorrow if it manages to get uploaded, then you can vote still. You should. It's your right. And if not, I hope this has not aged poorly. I hope that we are living in a better tomorrow. Tomorrow, when you're watching this. Please be kind to each other. Please wear a mask. Please do your best to unlearn some toxic or damaging behaviors you might have learned over a lifetime. That's okay. Just do your best to unlearn them. We're all people. You learn bad habits and things. And society is getting better. Get better with it. It's also okay if you need a break every once in a while to just not be plugged into all of the terrible things that are happening. And go watch a nice video on YouTube, listen to music you like, or just throw your phone into a river and sit in a corner just quiet. Just quiet. It'd be nice too.
Sounds nice.
That's it. This has been Star Wars. And you know, if you watch Star Wars, they're not very political, but especially the prequels. So just don't watch those probably, because they have nothing to say about what's happening right now.
No.
So
nothing about how
science
democracy-
fiction has very famously never ever been political
No.
ever once.
not once.
Not once. Politics, not even
Right.
once.
Have a peaceful night, everyone.